As you hold a plump, juicy cherry, have you ever wondered what special techniques are used to keep them fresh? Welcome to Cherry Farm, where old-school farming and smart technology work together to grow the best cherries. Cherries are all about having fun in the sun, whether they are freshly plucked from the tree or baked into a delicious pie. Curious about the best way and perfect time to pluck cherries for the juiciest bites? Join us to see how the farmers pick and pack these juicy gems and get them from the farm to your table. Do you know how to grow tons of cherries on small trees with lots of fruits and fewer leaves? Cherries are more than just a fruit. They represent sweetness and freshness. American cherries are well known throughout the world for their outstanding quality and unique taste, as well as their natural flavor and bright colors. The United States exports over 300,000 tons of cherries annually to other countries and has long been praised as a cherry paradise. These beautiful, colorful cherries come in different quantities every year, depending on the market and seasonal variations. Farmers plant cherry seeds at regular intervals using a scientific and methodical strategy that involves carefully selecting the seeds. This process guarantees that every cherry tree has enough room and nutrients to grow strong. What sets American cherry varieties apart is their remarkable adaptability to various soil types and climates. These cherries demonstrate remarkable resilience, flourishing even in harsh environmental conditions with minimal maintenance needed. Maintaining cherry trees involves a few key actions. To start, they require adequate water and nutrients in order to grow healthy and yield a large crop. In addition, farmers must protect cherry trees from natural calamities such as landslides and extreme cold, as well as diseases and insects. Cherry trees can take anywhere from 3 to 5 years to begin flowering and bearing fruit, depending on their location and type. The best months to pick cherries in the United States are late spring and early summer. For anyone who likes cherries, it's the time of the year when the orchards are painting in vibrant hues, a sight that's worth its weight in gold. When the cherries reach peak ripeness, they display a breathtaking range of hues that are specific to their particular variety. These include deep reds, vibrant pinks, and even shimmering golds. Harvesting typically targets cherries between 1/2 and 1 inch in diameter, ensuring optimal sweetness and juiciness. Let's explore the top 5 tips for harvesting cherries to get the most out of your orchard. First and foremost, timing is key. Make sure you're picking cherries at just the right time. The precise date of the cherry harvest may differ depending on the climate and geographic location. In warmer climates, late-season cherries wait until late fall to ripen, but you can start enjoying ripe fruit as early as summer. Cherries do not continue to ripen after they are picked, so it is generally ideal to harvest them when their sugar content is at its highest and they are fully ripe. But how do we know that? Here are a few signs that can help you decide if cherries are ripe for harvesting. Cherries come in a variety of colors. Black cherries, like black tartar, should be dark and nearly black. Red cherries, like Bing or Montmorency, should be deep red. And yellow cherries, like Rainier, should be golden with a blush. Avoid picking green or pale cherries. They are not ripe enough. Cherries should be fully grown before picking. Each type has a different size, but generally, they should be plump and quite large for their variety. Smaller cherries may not be as sweet or tasty, so avoid picking them. Large and plump cherries are always the best. Taste the cherries to check if they're ready. Ripe cherries should be sweet and juicy. If they taste tart or bland, they need more time. Secondly, pay attention to the birds. It may be an indication that the fruit is ready if you see birds flocking to the cherry trees. But don't rely on them completely. Birds can also eat cherries before they're fully ripe. The third tip is to harvest with care. It is crucial to maintain their perfect condition from tree to table. Berries that are ripe are fragile and prone to breaking. To maintain their ideal state, handle them carefully, twist and pull to pick, and don't fill containers to the brim. When we get to the fourth tip, it's all about cherry storage and processing. How are cherries processed to ensure they reach your door in optimal condition? Once cherries are ripe, it's important to store them properly to keep them fresh and tasty. Here's how to do it. First, take out any spoiled or damaged cherries. If combined, these might ruin the rest. Select storage containers that allow air to circulate around the cherries. This prevents them from getting mushy and preserves their freshness. Most importantly, for the best flavor and texture, aim to eat them within a few days of harvesting or buying them. Cherries can become softer and less sweet with time. When you enter a cherry processing facility, you can sense the lively spirit in the air. The atmosphere is alive with the sound of the machinery and the diligent efforts of the employees. The final tip is to prune cherries for future growth. Pruning is a crucial step to take after cherry harvesting to guarantee healthy cherry trees for many years to come. This essential task promotes new growth every spring, which means better cherry production in the future. How to prune cherry trees? The best time to prune is in late winter or early spring. Make use of loppers, a pruning saw, and clean, sharp shears. Starting from the base of each branch, trim away any dead, damaged, or diseased branches, making sure to trim back to healthy wood. To increase airflow and sunlight penetration within the canopy, trim out overcrowded branches. Reduce the height of some taller trees for easy maintenance and fruit picking. Pruning to produce fruit involves carefully thinning off older wood to promote fruit-bearing new growth. If you don't prune a cherry tree, it may not produce much fruit, grow as strong, or sometimes not grow at all. Some cherry types still require careful hand-picking methods, despite all the advancements in agricultural technology. This is especially true for sensitive varieties like Rainier cherries, prized for their delicate flavor and reddish-yellow blush. This hands-on approach guarantees that each fruit is gently and precisely harvested, preserving its flawless shape and delicate flavors. This tedious procedure demonstrates the commitment and expertise of the farmers, who work non-stop and go above and beyond to produce the freshest and most visually appealing cherry. Are you excited to take on a task in this complex process? You're not alone. Dedicated workers carefully carry out each process, guaranteeing the best quality cherries at all stages. First, the cherries are thoroughly washed with high-speed machinery that can clean up to 70 cherry crates in an hour. This guarantees that the cherries are spotless by eliminating any dirt or residues. To make sure that only the best cherries continue through the procedure, workers further screen them to remove leaves and other impurities. After that, expert technicians carefully assemble and maintain automated devices that separate cherries into different sizes and filter out spoiled fruits. Sorting is necessary in order to meet different purposes such as baking, preserving, or fresh consumption. Workers meticulously cleaned and screened the cherries, then packed them into crates tailored to each kind, ensuring they matched weights and sizes for optimal storage and shipping conditions. Workers take extra care in designing the packaging to highlight the premium quality of the cherries and guarantee they reach their destination undamaged. At every stage of the cherry processing process, from the buzzing machinery to the precise craftsmanship of the workers, you can see their creativity and dedication shining through. The entire procedure showcases the highest level of agricultural techniques and workmanship. It paints a picture of perfection, similar to a fruit production masterpiece. As we conclude this journey, it's truly inspiring to see the dedication and passion of the farmers and workers. They don't just grow exceptional cherries, they put their heart and soul into it. Sometimes you might have felt that these cherries were too pricey, right? How do you feel now that you know how much work goes into cherry farming? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay tuned for more fascinating updates on agriculture and farming.